Hey guys, Dr. Ben here. Let's talk about our mouth. Let's talk about what's going on inside of our mouth. There is a whole other universe. Just like we have our microbiome in our gut, we have this entire universe in our mouth. And it's not just a place that's going to spew out viruses and infect the world that we're looking at. The mouth has a lot to do with our overall health, our overall immune system, and all types of different things. So that's what we're going to get into today. We're going to get into your mouth, how to make it as fresh and the breath as wonderful smelling as you possibly can, all those things, but also what these things are going to do to actually make you healthier. So love having you guys on. Pop down below where you're watching from. Love seeing all over the country, all over the world. I'm going to remind you guys for the next few days, Facebook has said that there's a button. I actually haven't even seen it yet, but there's a button up there that looks like a little bell, like a little dinner bell. And if you click that, hey Cheryl up in Washington, and Cheryl, I did get your message yesterday. I was swamped. I'm going to get back to you today, I promise. So hit that little bell up top. It'll go not just following our page, but you will get a message every time we go live, and it'll say, hey, Dr. Ben's going live, and you can jump on from there. Hey, Vicki, great to see you. And we've got Minnesota and Texas all over the place. Love to have you guys on. So the mouth is absolutely crucial for our health. A lot of you maybe have heard about, oh, if you have mouth infection, it can lead to heart disease, some things like that. So I have a lot of patients, if they have had heart issues in the past, their doctors, before they even have them do any type of dental work, they have them go on an antibiotic just to make sure that that infection is down and doesn't potentially get to their heart. So there is a lot of heart-mouth connection, but there's a lot even with our immune system, and a couple things that we're looking at. One, we know, just like we've talked about, gargling with the hydrogen peroxide, doing the xylitol sprays. Hey Jason, great to see you in South Dakota there. Doing the xylitol sprays. All those things are going to be great if you've been out at Costco or out and about or having to wear your mask all day and you're rebreathing all this bacteria, all this yucky stuff. That is a great thing to do to actually just get rid of some of the viruses, get rid of some of the bacteria, anything that's coming in from the outside. The mouth is going to catch that. Those mucosal membranes are going to catch that, and it's a great time to get rid of those as well. Negative things that can be happening in the mouth. Sometimes we have cavities in different teeth, and what's really interesting with the mouth is that every tooth has a relationship to an acupuncture meridian as well as different organ systems. So a lot of times we see this where they've got a root canal under a certain tooth. Hey Suzette, great to see you in North Platte. We've got a root canal under a certain tooth, and that's related to the heart or the spleen or the kidneys or whatever, and you're having an issue actually in that meridian as well as that organ system. So huge potential if we have gum infection, teeth infections, anything like that. There can definitely be other issues throughout the body. So this is a huge problem that we see. If stick your tongue out on here every once in a while, I'll see a great tongue. If any of my patients are out there and I posted your tongue on there, don't worry, I did not tag you in it. I just showed the tongue, but we'll see yellow, we'll see white and frothy and all these different things. And so we get to see some pretty gnarly tongues out there, and that's a great indication. So next time I post one of those and say what's going on, you'll know that's usually a gut microbiome issue. And that is going to be actually coming up into the mouth, and we'll see this white on there, and that is going to be contributing to all of this issue with the thrush, white coated tongue, all these different things. So if you have a white coating on your tongue, it's usually your microbiome is out of balance, your gut is out of balance, and so we need to do some kill off, building back up. Just taking some yogurt or sauerkraut or probiotics is not going to be enough. So that's a great indication. Bad breath is another one of those signs. So if somebody has your kid, we see this in kids all the time. Parents are like, they got bad breath. What's the matter? Don't you brush your teeth? Yeah, Mom, I brush my teeth. But if they got bad breath, usually that's a gut microbiome infection as well. So you've got to look out for that bad breath. It's usually this brewing, this fermentation process coming out through the mouth. It's not just burping on somebody. but it's definitely going to be part of that process as well. So then we start looking at what are people actually putting into their mouth, and there's a couple big problems here. One is going to be toothpaste, and a lot of toothpaste out there, if you're using Crest, things like that. Oh, Suzette, why babies have thrust, the pediatrician will paint their mouth purple to help it. That's probably whatever the medication is going to have a purple tinge to it. There's some antifungals and different things that they'll put in there. But again, if somebody has a white tongue, you gotta start in the gut. Just doing it, treating it in the mouth is not gonna fix the underlying problem there. So toothpaste, Crest, and all these different toothpastes out there are not very good for your body. If you start looking at the ingredients, most of them have artificial flavorings, artificial colorings, artificial sweeteners even. They're going to have fluoride. Fluoride, which for years people were like, hey, we need to get fluoride into everybody's water. We've now found that fluoride's a neurotoxin, a lot of different issues in there. Even brushing with it, we try to stay away from material with fluoride in it as well. So you want to make sure that any toothpaste you're using does not have fluoride in it. Propylene glycol, a lot of these toothpastes have. Sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLS. It's this frothing agent, and they use it to actually scrub concrete and all types of things. Really not good for the mouth either. So the toothpaste, you want to get as natural as you can. I'm actually going to tell you a recipe when we're done here of how you can make your own toothpaste, save money, but also not have to go down that path of looking at all these ingredients and all these different things. And it works probably even better than a lot of the toothpaste out there. So the other is the mouthwash. Again, artificial sweeteners, colorings, dyes, all these different things. Should you brush with coconut oil? Shelly, great question. Yes, that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about down below. You can combine that with some other things. Coconut oil is kind of this miracle cleaning agent and all types of different things that we've got it. So Alicia, yes, that is great. So, the mouthwashes, again, look at the label, and if they've got anything, propylene glycol, any of these things you cannot read or cannot understand, get rid of it. You want to look for the natural ones that got essential oils and clove and cinnamon and maybe some xylitol, things like that. That's the type of mouthwash you want to be using. You could make your own. Those are a little bit trickier than the toothpaste, but it's a good place to start. So to make your own toothpaste, the number one base ingredient is baking soda, and this is going to be a great place to start. It's mildly abrasive, so that's basically what we're doing. Why do dogs have good teeth if they're chewing on bones all the time? It's not because they're just eating some dog food, but as they're chewing on that bone and all that, that's actually scraping and abrasing their teeth, which our teeth need some abrasive. That's why you go to the dentist and they sit there and scrape on that with a little metal pick. There's a fine line between anything, but you've got to have some of that abrasive going on. And so the baking soda is going to be one of the main places to start as your base for your toothpaste. Like a song, you have to stay in tune to your body. You can make yourself sick and you can heal yourself. Absolutely, Gina. So bentonite clay is another one that can be helpful. It's mildly abrasive, and it can help bind and pull some of the toxins, pathogens out of the mouth. Baking soda, great cleaner. They've used that for years. Put a little bit of bentonite clay in there. You can even then dip your toothbrush in coconut oil and then get it into this paste here with those other, it's kind of hard if you do it all at once ahead of time. It can harden and get clump into some different things, but you can try mixing it together. Coconut oil, baking soda, and then that bentonite clay, and then add some essential oils. Cinnamon is great, clove is great, peppermint obviously for the breath part of it is going to be really good. If you use essential oils, and doTERRA and Young Living, they both have something like the Thieves with Young Living, and I can't remember the doTERRA one. Somebody will pop that down below, but it's the same idea, like those 5 or 6 different type essential oils. You can put that right on there. You could do some sea salt in there, again, mildly abrasive as well, and even some xylitol powder, xylitol drops in there, and that has a great anti as well. So you can make your own toothpaste. On Guard, yep, there it is, Suzette. So On Guard, if you use doTERRA, Young Living, you can use the Thieves in there as well. So baking soda, bentonite clay, mix it in with some coconut oil, put some drops of the essential oils in there. You can use some xylitol, some sea salt, and I mean, your mouth is going to come out on fire. It's going to be great. So that's the toothpaste. Now let's get into my favorite routine. Even do this a couple times a week, and your mouth is going to feel amazing. Next time you go, I guarantee if you do this twice a week for the next 6 months, next time you go to your dentist, they're going to be like, holy cow, we hardly had to do anything. What was going on? And this is what you do. You are going to swish around in your mouth for 60 seconds for 1 minute, apple cider vinegar. And just sit there and do this, get it all throughout your teeth. Well, first of all, you're going to floss beforehand. So floss, get all those openings in there. You're going to rinse in your mouth for 60 seconds, apple cider vinegar. And then you're going to do 60 seconds of food grade hydrogen peroxide. Brittany will post down a link down below for the food grade hydrogen peroxide, the kind that we like. So you're going to do that. You're going to do the apple cider vinegar. Floss first, apple cider vinegar, and then that food grade hydrogen peroxide for another 60 seconds, and then you're going to brush. And I guarantee you 100% your teeth will never feel this clean, maybe except coming from the dentist, and your dental hygienist next time will be like, holy cow, what did you do? Your mouth and your teeth are so clean now. So here's the deal. Your mouth, you've got to take care of it. It's not just you want to be like George Washington and have wooden dentures, you know, oh my gosh, I don't want to go down that road. It's a lot to do with our immune system. There's over 300 to 700 different species of microbiome type organisms in there. So, you know, huge for our immune system. We have all types of different things that are going on in the mouth. We've got our teeth connection between the different acupuncture meridians, different organ systems, all types of different things that we've got to take care of our mouth. That's one of the foundational pieces. Then you even get into, like our post yesterday, how many times do you chew? A lot of times if you're not chewing very much, it's because of the jaw. Suzette, the apple cider vinegar, no, it's not going to damage the enamel, maybe if you're sitting there swishing on it all day, but a couple times a week, and then you do the hydrogen peroxide after that, it definitely will wash that off, and then you brush it, and it's totally fine in there. Sure, if you're sitting there and like giving it to your baby, and they're just sitting there sucking on it and having it in their mouth all day, sure, it could cause some problems, but a couple times a week, definitely not. But great question there. So especially if you have any gum disease or anything like that, that routine is going to be killer for everything going on in your mouth. So if you've got any questions at all, thanks. Reminder, go ahead and hit that bell up top, and that will alert you when we're going live at any point. Check out our YouTube page. Brittany will put a link down below as well. We've got probably close to 500 videos on there. You can go through and search our videos. So if you're looking for thyroid, autoimmune, Hashimoto's, whatever it is, you can search them. It's really hard on Facebook, so YouTube, it's way more organized through there. We post all of these up on YouTube as well. Instagram, if you're not a big Facebook fan, Instagram, we put all these on there as well, and just trying to get the information out to you guys. Be healthy, be strong. We just saw, I was just reading that before I went live, COVID, this is British Medical Journal, I'm going to get into this one later, but COVID-19, researcher blows the whistle on data integrity issues in Pfizer's vaccine trial. We've got misinformation, we're being thrown under the rug in all these different scenarios, and so you've got to pay attention. Just like somebody said earlier, you've got to pay pay attention to your body. You've got to follow your body, listen to it, and do what your body feels is working well, and keep your body as strong as possible. So love having you guys on. Pop down any questions before. If you've got any tricks, any tips that you use for mouth health, pop those down below. We're a community here. We love to educate. We love to get people involved. So let other people know, give them advice, give them support. Remember, keep it positive. We love to support and nurture each other. There's enough negativity in this world. We don't need that here. We need to be that supporting light for everybody out there, for anybody that comes on, that we want to welcome into this page so that they can get the information that they need. So make it a great day, everybody. Love having you guys on. We will be talking tomorrow morning, 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, and I will be going live Q&A, anything and everything, maybe, but at least health related. So take care, guys.